WA6AAJ, WA6AAJ, AA6S. WA6AAJ, WA6AAJ, AA6S.
Hello, Bill, N6BYH.
Hey, Michael, how you doing?
N6BYH, long time no been around for a while.
My helmets haven't warmed up yet, so I'm only on low power. N6BYH, you're coming in good, AA6S, over.
Yeah, I can tell you're on low power. I'm on my loops, and you're pretty weak.
Yeah, okay. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. 1, 2. Oh, it looks like it's doing something now. It's slowing play car. It's groaning over there. N6BYH, AA6S, over.
Yeah, you're sounding good now. Sounding really good. Good to hear you, Will. I've been out on fires for a while, so just getting back.
Yeah, good hearing you, too. I guess you've probably been pretty busy with all these fires last weeks back and probably even now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just got back Monday. I was gone 2 weeks up to Red Bluff and the park fire up there. And then I had 2 of them before that, starting in June. So, yeah, it's been...
Yeah, that's scary. Well, I'm glad you're back, and your family probably is too there. That sounds good. Anyway, not much happening here. Just going from one day to the next there. N6BYH, AA6S, over.
Yeah, Roger, Bill. Well, good hearing you. I'll try to make it down there and stop in and say hi to you here in the near future. So, if the FCC comes knocking, you know who it is.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I'd like to see it. It's been a long time. We'll go do something. Get a hamburger or go get something, or if you're at that time of day or whatever, we'll find something. Got plenty of stuff to drink here and iced tea and you name it. So, whatever your likings are there. N6BYH, AA6S, over.
All right, Bill. 7-3 for now, and it's net time, so talk to you next time. N6BYH.
Roger, Mike. AA6S, standing by.
Bill, you're 15 over 9 in Sonora, WA6LOL.
WA6LOL, AA6S, loud and clear, go ahead.
Booming in here, sound really good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Anyway, not much happening here, just waiting for the net to get started. WA6LOL, AA6S, over.
AA6S, WA6LOL, yeah, I'll let Mike get in here and get the net started, but I just, you meant my S meter, so I wanted to let you know. AA6S, WA6LOL, standing by.
Yeah, Roger, you're S9 plus, WA6LOL, AA6S. Thanks for the shout. Now, stand by here.
Good evening, Mr. Bill, WB6ISO.
WB6ISO, AA6S.
Yeah, good evening there, Bill. You're 5-9 up here in Greenland near Sacramento. Just give you a report. Over.
Yeah, sounds good. Must be some good propagation tonight. Anyway, I'll stand by for the net here. And thanks for giving me a shout there. Mikey should be in here in about, Moose Goose is about a half a second. So AA6S standing by.
A6NYC.
W6BBS 72.
Standing by.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
KK6ZKE 704.
Okay, I got 4 of you so far. KK6ZKE, good evening, Terry. K6MYC, got your 704. Hang on a second. I got Alpha 6 Sugar 800. You got 72 W6BBS, and I've got KG6 Charlie Echo Fox. Daryl, how you doing, Daryl?
MDJL here.
Okay. It's pretty warm up there in the shack. You guys listen out for Dave, K6BBG, because he'll be in there and out in less than 30 seconds. I don't even hear him for 30 seconds there. I'm pointed down toward Bakersfield, so we're looking for N6SWR. We're also looking for KB6RQU. But I'm not hearing either one of them. How about your buddy, Mike? Mike, WA6AAJ, are you here, Mike?
N6SWR.
There's Ben. Good evening, N6SWR 747. Don't forget to give me your number so Judy can hear it.
7.
Oh, you're doubling with me. Say it again.
247.
I got it. Alrighty. How are you doing down there? Has it warmed up again today, didn't it?
Yeah, the last couple of days. It was nice over the weekend, but it's back into the 97, 98 kind of weather. It's fine, but it'd be nicer if it was cooler.
Yes, it would. Yeah, we could. I like the 90-degree temperatures. I can live with that. The 98, I wilted today. I was out cutting wood. I've got a lot of nice dry wood that's dried over the last 6 or 8 months, and it's just a shame to leave it out and get wet again. So I'm trying to get as much of my dry wood cut and stacked up inside out of the rain as I possibly can. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. Between that and pulling weeds over.
Roger that. I understand that. I actually been up on the roof and raised my UHF antenna up, so I'll try it tomorrow night and see if it's any better than it was. N6SWR.
Oh, very good. So it looks like your shoulder is getting to a point where you're able to venture out and get some of that nasty stuff done. Thanks for doing that. We'll take a look for you tomorrow night, Ben. Hopefully we'll hear you. I know Bill will probably be here also, and if I don't hear you, he will. Down to you, Bill. AA6 Sugar in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, Roger, Mike. K6MYC, AA6S800, and you're loud and clear here in Visalia, Ben. Good signal. N6SWR from AA6S, over.
Roger, you're pushing almost to S10 here on my meter.
That's good. You're 5 and 9 here. Plenty strong. Sounds good. Hope everything's going for you there. And maybe one of these days it'll cool off, and then we'll be complaining about it's too cold. N6SWR, AA6S.
Roger, N6SWR, back to net.
Yeah, we don't have anything else to complain about, Bill. Everything else in the world is smooth as silk, isn't it?
Yep. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think the guys in Washington have a clue either. I watch all this stuff I watch, and there's no two of them that give the same analogy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing. I'm going to go south of the border here. I'm going to drive my Mercedes-Benz south of the border with my motorhome on the back, and then I'm going to get out of the car and scoot across the border as an illegal alien, and then they're going to give me $150,000 on my new house. What do you think?
Yeah, they're building them right now, and you can have Judy or somebody drive the thing back for you, and you'll be in Fat City.
Exactly.
But they give you the charge card, too. You can buy anything you want.
You betcha. We got this wired, haven't we?
Rob, go ahead, A6S.
I just had to get in there. Yeah, that's a sad state of where we're going. And how you doing, Ben? N6SWR, KM6SRR.
Roger, I copy you. I've not quite pointed where I need to pick you up, but if you got an opportunity, I'll try to contact you on 440 tonight. I put that antenna up. Thank you, N6SWR.
Okay, Ben, after the net, I can look for you, over.
Roger, text me to make sure I'm online, N6SWR.
QSL in the text. Okay, Mike, thanks.
Okay, good evening, Rob. We've got KG6 Charlie Echo Fox in here, 982. We've got 872. Frank is here. And somebody else was here. Oh, Terry's in here. KK6ZKE. Got to get it over to him here. And then we'll take another standby and see who else is wanting to check in. Terry, are you still in the shack there, or did we lose you?
No, I'm here. Just got my older turntable running, so I'm pretty happy.
A little WD-40 and some elbow grease, and it took right off, huh?
Actually, it was a lot of WD-40. The counterweight vulcanized, and the rubber ran out of it.
I'll be darned. Well, I'm glad you got that running. That's always fun. Do you have any records to put on it?
Oh yeah, I have a few in my collection from way back. Some pretty good quality stuff. And this is a turntable now that costs a lot of money now. I could not afford this thing now.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Those are rare. They don't make that many anymore. Did I hear another breaker in there, maybe from Los Angeles? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo 47 standing by, over.
BBS when you have time.
Yeah, go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, I wanted to check in real quick, and I want to kind of be in and out. I'm trying to get some things finished up here, but first of all, just a point. I don't know if you've been paying any attention. Your batteries are 43%. So you better turn your PGD breaker on when you go back in, because you're going to need that overnight. And other than that, I am dead beat, but I'll give you a report later. And I just want to make sure you noted that about the batteries, and then I'll be here. The stream is up and running, and I'll be back and forth monitoring, but I'm going to be doing a little bit of cleanup. K6MYC in the net, W6BBS, DMO7.
Yeah, why do you suppose the batteries are so long?
Well, one thing, I'm thinking maybe you ran some air conditioning today?
Yeah, but just one. Everything else was off.
Yeah, well, the air conditioning, and other than that, I just don't know. Just don't know.
I don't know either. That's ridiculous. I was, last night we had, late in the evening, I looked at it, and it was 60, 65 or 62. So why would it be at 45 already is beyond me. Anyway, I'll check it.
Mike, AA6S.
Go ahead, Mike.
And so, Jay, just flip your PG&E breaker on before you go in overnight, and that'll hold you. It'll every time you get down to 30, it'll put you back to 40, and then so you'll be at 40% in the morning when you wake up, and you can turn it off, and the sun will take over. Over.
Okay.
MYC, AA6S.
Go ahead, Bill.
Check N6BYH in. I talked to him earlier, and he took off. And, a couple guys down north Sacramento, LOL, and somebody else broke in. And they were coming in like gangbusters, so they're still hanging by there.
North Sacramento is the opposite direction from where I'm pointing, but I'll get up that way in a little while. Let me see. KB6RQU. Rick hasn't been checking in this week at all yet. I wonder if he's going to be in at all. KB6RQU, K6MYC. How about it, Rick? Okay, I think we should have also W6QUI pretty sure he's going to be there this Wednesday, but every now and then, one of the Wednesdays, I think it's the third Wednesday of every month he doesn't make, but that means he should be there tonight. We'll go over that way now.
I'll head the antenna down and see if he's there.
Okay. Is anybody in Los Angeles down there? W6PMD, K6MYC, Bozo 47. I heard some voices down there earlier, but we got covered up with the locals here. Los Angeles, W6PMD in Southern California, Bozo Net, K6MYC, Bozo 47, calling and listening. Anybody copy? We're getting nowhere. Okay, QUI, here we come.
W6QUI, W6QUI, AA6S. Able 6 sugar, over. W6QUI, W6QUI, AA6 Sierra, number 800, over.
Boy, maybe he isn't going to be there tonight. W6QUI, K6MYC, 2-meter Bozo Net. Where are you, Ron? One thing if he just took off and left us, but he doesn't get the other guys fired up enough to get on and give Atascadero a name here. We need a couple of other people. KN6EIV or KB6RWRW. Are you guys around? Here's somebody way in the background. Anybody hear that?
I can hear him. It might be the guy up on the hill. Let me turn my antenna a little farther south.
Oh, yeah, it could be. N6KTH, K6MYC. Is that you, Ken? Okay, you're very light tonight. You're very light. I got the call sign perfectly, but I need you to repeat your bozo number 3 or 4 times, Ken. Over, over.
Mike, 967, he's 5'9" here.
Okay. Thank you for that, Ken. Very, very light. Very light for me tonight, so tough copy. But thank you for checking in. I will certainly look for you in the September contest from up there. Hopefully, we'll have better conditions than we have at the moment here. Sometimes you pound in. I don't know why. Sometimes you're so much stronger than other nights. But they're very light tonight here. Nobody else up here apparently is hearing you except for Bill down there in Visalia. N6KTH, Santa Barbara, K6MYC, over. He's not hearing me either.
N6KTH, AA6S in Visalia. Number 800, you got your 967. You're 5 and 9, 59 here. Name is Bill. I know you're up there on the hill. I got a good signal. I must have a good shot to me here. N6KTH, if I got it written down right here. AA6S, go ahead. We might have turned it down, but the signal didn't change here. N6KTH, 73 is AA6S.
Okay, well, I'm going to let you go, Ken. I can't copy and hear a little bit of you there. 73s, and thank you, Bill. The A6 Sugar with N6KTH, 6MYC, 73873, Ken.
Yeah, I guess you got his number 967, Mike. I'm down where I can hear you. Now I'm down towards Palm. A6MYC, AA6S. I'm standing by here, Mike.
going to go up toward Monterey and Santa Cruz. Here we go. Monterey, Santa Cruz. Here we go.
KC5, DTU, 712.
Okay, 712. How are you doing? Kerry, good to hear you.
226.
And good evening to you, Ken.
Everybody, WA60IB is here. Good evening, all.
Good evening, Ken. Let me down to Kerry. Didn't hear from you today, but we'll be around tomorrow and the next day for morning calls or anytime, Kerry, if you can do it. And KC5DTU and the group, K6MYC.
Roger. K6MYC, KC5DTU. Roger.
Alrighty. Are you keeping busy? You got everything done on the to-do list now? Kerry, you got everything done on the honeydew list there, buddy?
I got called away by Laura a second there. I missed that, Michael. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said, have you got everything done on the honeydew list? Over.
Yeah, roger that. We had a doctor's appointment. She got the pins out today, so she's got toes without pins, so that's a good thing.
Okay, toes without pins. That's toe, isn't it? T-O-W, without P, tops. T-W-P. Okay, toes without pins. What a banner day this is. Well, hopefully that's the end of her hammer toe days. Congratulations to Laura. And good evening to you, Kerry. And give us a call whenever you get the time there. Judy's really waiting for your call. KC5DTU 73, K6MYC.
KC5DTU, roger. Mike, good evening, Ken, and the rest of the gang there. KC5DTU.
Yeah, go ahead, Ken. Ken must be in and out around the shack there somewhere. WA6OIB 226, K6MYC. Go ahead. Well, he's in and out. He'll pop back in when he gets a chance here. All right, well, I'm still pointed toward the Tascadero, but I didn't want to move until we had everybody. Anybody else before we go toward the Bay Area? K6MYC.
WA6AAJ.
Okay, hi, Mike, 727. Good to hear you. How are you doing?
Everything's going well. Good evening to everybody. Kerry, Bill, Ken, whoever else is out there. Oh, Judy. That's it.
Hello, Mike. Good to hear you in there. KC5DTU and AA6S. Hello, Bill. Good hello to you.
You too, Kerry. I'm waiting for the big interview tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we're just hanging with bated breath. Over.
Oh, yeah, I got it recorded just in case I don't miss it.
Oh, yeah, Jesus, you wouldn't want to miss that. That's going to be earth-shaking.
You guys, I'm going to have to launder my jeans now. You're spreading it so thick. Over.
You got your hip boots on?
I didn't realize I was going to be stepping in this mess, so, yeah, I'm sunk.
Oh, boy, better go downstairs and get your boots out of the garage there, buddy.
Roger, KM6SR. And good evening to Kerry and Mike and, let's see, what do we got there? Ken and the other Mike and Terry and Frank and Daryl and Ben and Bill. Over.
Hello, hey, Rob up on the hill. Good to hear you. KC5DTU.
Roger, Kerry. Good for Laura there. Happy for her. Over.
Yeah, thanks. And now, hopefully I can get a little relief on the honeydew.
Oh, no, you set a precedent. She's going to take advantage of that from now on. Over.
Not if I can help it, Rob.
Okay. Don't forget now. Don't be doing what we have a tendency to do, and that's put it off till tomorrow. Just give that Eye Institute a call and see if you can't get through to Remington. I could give you the phone number, but you want the 4th floor office, Remington, and all those folks up there. Over.
Roger. Will do, Mike. Will do. I am going to follow up on it.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. Thank you. All right, let's see. Anybody else before we go to Monterey and Santa Cruz? K6MYC Bozo Net, 2 meters. Nothing heard. Here we go.
I'm still pointing down towards Lake Isabella. Let me give a call to Rick. K6RQU, Rick, have you come in yet for the 2 meter Bozo Net? KM6SR, standing by.
Oh, we've been calling him.
Yeah, I heard. I thought maybe come in later and I'd give him a try. Okay, I'm going to follow you up to Monterey.
All righty. I should be up to Monterey now. Monterey, WA6LIE, WA6 London, India Echo, K6MYC. How about it, Scott? Okay, we'll try again. WA6 London, India Echo. I had the antenna in the wrong direction. WA6LIE, WA6 London, India Echo, Monterey, K6MYC, calling and listening.
Bozo 884, Bozo 884, W16,
Okay, I'm sorry, you're a little light. W6 something, but I didn't get it. Something with a 4 in it. Try it again. I'll listen real close. K6MYC, go ahead. Anybody else hear that station? I heard somebody with a W and a 4. The 4 was part of the Bozo number. The W6 station or W something station, go ahead again, please. Tell them what, 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net. Go ahead, go ahead. Well, okay, one more try for Scott then, WA6LIE, Scott. Nothing heard from Scott. Let's go to Santa Cruz then and see if we can get KW6S in here. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S, 610. Yeah, I'm here. 6 meters was open, and I worked South Cook Island today, kind of a de-expedition down there, and I didn't see Scott, and he's usually right on top of those, so he may not be in the area now.
I'll be darned. You worked this guy. What was the call of the station you worked?
Their de-expedition call was E51 EME, Echo Mike Echo.
Okay, Echo 51, E51, South Cook. And you did this on FT8?
Yeah, they're only running FT8, and to make it worse, he was strong enough that I think I could have worked him on sideband.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me from your location. Yeah, that's too bad. Well, you know they can make more contacts, of course, on FT8, but it's a shame that they can't. I think there ought to be a special, some kind of a special award for sideband contacts. We got to get some of these guys to start thinking, get real.
Yeah, it's mostly an EME de-expedition, I believe. The guy running it is ZL1 Radio Sugar, and I don't know the calls that well, but most of the QRZ page is devoted to their EME schedules.
Yeah, very good. ZL1RS, I've worked him. I think a long time ago I worked him off the moon when he was first getting started there. Anyway, I know the call, and I'm glad that he's trying anyway to work people on some other mode than FT8. Wonderful. Okay, so he's probably on 2 meters mostly. I think 2 meters, they're probably not doing 6 meter EME, are they?
I think they're only doing 6 meter EME.
Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting.
Well, yeah, on the EME, and then they're doing 6 meter FT8, and that seems to be pretty much all they're doing. And the pictures, I only see 6 meter antennas, and they're not very big.
Okay, how many 6 meter antennas?
For the one for the FT8, it looks like a pair of 3 elements stacked.
Oh, for God's sake. They're trying to do EME with that?
No, I think they have something else on EME, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. That's pretty marginal. Okay, very good. Well, that's a good one, I guess. I've got it, of course, but it's good for other people to be able to work that one. I think I got most everything in the Pacific, either directly or off the moon. But good deal. Have you heard anything from our friend over there, Lee? AF6 United. How about it, Lee? K6MYC. Boy, he's sure gone quiet, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, he was helping his son pack up and move. His son's moving up to, I believe it was Oregon, and he's been helping him get packed up and ready to move. And so his time's been taken up quite a bit. He also said that his Quaggy for 432 is down, and I guess he's getting a different tower up for it and the rotor. So we'll just have to hope he gets back on 2 meters and 6 meters here for a while.
Yeah, well, if he's moving his son, that's a hassle. And then, of course, I know he wants to get some towers up there. So, yeah, well, that's all right. He'll be there. He hasn't given up. He's just so busy with other stuff right now. It's understandable, Tom. All right, sir. Thank you. Thank you much, and we'll see you tomorrow night. We might have a new station on 432 tomorrow night. I don't think you could work him, but Ben, N6SWR in Bakersfield is going to be on. He raised his antenna today. I think he's got 30 or 40 watts on 432 there from Bakersfield, so maybe I'll be able to hear him tomorrow. And who knows who else. 7-3, I'll listen for your final. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
A6S, KW6S. Yeah, very good, Bill. Yeah, I could. I didn't even move the antenna here, so no problem hearing you tonight here at all. Yeah, Mike, I listened for your Santa Barbara station. I didn't hear anything down that way. I don't usually, but I did give a listen that way, and otherwise I'll just be listening around and seeing who else I can hear when you're working them. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, very good, Tom. I don't think, well, N6SWR was on 2 meters tonight, and he's got power back up again. He had a power supply problem for a couple of weeks there, but he was pretty loud tonight. And then he'll be on 432 tomorrow night. Sweet Tom, and we'll see you tomorrow. And maybe I guess we probably won't see Lee until he gets his son moved there. Okay, into the Bay Area. Here we go. Bay Area. Go up like that a little bit. Bay Area, Bozo Net, kilowatt 6, Mike, Yankee, Charlie, 2 meters. Anybody?
WA6AXX.
Yeah, good evening, Ed. WA6AXX 773. Don't forget the number.
Sorry. WA6AXX 773. So I just came back from Mexico. I walked across the border, and that qualifies me. So I'm going to buy the house next door. It's up for sale. I'm going to buy it. No money down, no payments. It's going to be great. So all you have to do is go down to Mexico, walk back across the border, and you got yourself a new home.
Yeah, and they can even change your sex if you want.
Well, I'm okay with that, but no. But seriously, I doubt the governor's going to sign this. It's got to sign it by the September 3rd or something. Doubt he's going to sign it. But no, it's kind of. I did look it up. I heard you earlier. I did look it up. It is kind of extreme out of the legislature, out of the Democratic legislature. So I cannot make apologies for that. Go ahead.
Well, it's strange they don't want to give that money to the veterans, but they'll give it to the illegal aliens. How do you go figure that one? I think that California, if they're leading the charge on the Democratic Party, they're in big trouble there. Okay, enough of that, Ed. At least, yeah, man, oh man. Okay. Take a standby and see if there's anybody else. And we've been a little bit light in the Bay Area the last couple of nights here, so maybe 2 meters will revive you guys up there. WA6AXX and others in the Bay Area, K6MYC 2-meter Bozo taking check-ins in the Bay Area. Over.
WB6WNI 1090.
1090. We have you, Gary. Thank you. WB6WN K6MYC. I'm writing in 1090. Very good. We got that. How are you doing? That's been a few days. And, of course, we hope we'll be able to hear you tomorrow night on 432. WB6WNI K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike, and that, and I think 285. I think I heard that as well. But anyway, I won't keep you here too long. But yes, there's been a couple of scheduling problems in the past, so I just wasn't able to make it. We'll try 432 tomorrow because I really want to see how that band is doing. I want to tell you, 2 meters tonight is like perfect. It's absolutely perfect. So. And you know what, Mike, also, you come in very strongly in Atascadero, Monterey, Santa Cruz. You're doing just as equal as when you're pointing to us. So, anyway, with that, a pleasant note, I'm going to say 73, and we'll meet you tomorrow on 432. K6MYC in the group WB679.
Well, I can almost explain why that is, Gary, on the signal strength of... a lot of people wouldn't have picked up on that. But when I go toward Atascadero and Santa Barbara there, I'm pointing right into a mountain that's right close to me. It's called Hildreth Hill. I'm at 1,200 feet. The antennas are about 1,300 feet. And Hildreth Hill is 1,800 feet, and it's about a half a mile to the south of me. So it blocks my shot to Santa Barbara completely. But it's high enough that I'm blasting into the side of it and off to the right of it as I'm aiming at 211. It's due south of me, so I'm at 211 when I'm aiming that way. And I'm probably putting a fair amount of energy bouncing off the side of that hill, and that's what you're hearing in a reflective path pattern. So I'm guessing that's why on some days you'll have as much signal that way as the other way. But interesting. That's the kind of stuff that's interesting. And you're becoming a weak signal enthusiast and entrepreneur. Over.
Well, thank you, Mike. Yes, I think that explains it. Is the bounce tonight was really good, and it did not. I mean, it really helped that the noise level, at least at my location, is 0. an actual 0 on noise level, so it really helps. Anyway, I'll meet you tomorrow, 432, K6MYC, W6WNI.
Yep, very good, Gary. Nice signal tonight, no problem. I got some power line noise or my solar panel noise in there, but you're getting way over the top of it, so no problem. Nice to have you in. Good evening to you. I did hear a couple of other voices in there. Judy just walked in, so I'm going to give her the list, but you can...
oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, I got about 15 already check-in here.
Okay.
Back to you for a final, Gary, and then we'll see who else is here. WB6WNI, Campbell, San Jose, K6MYC.
Well, thank you, Mike. Yes, there is at least one other 285, I'm not mistaken, and they won't correct me, but it's hi, Judy, who just came in, and we're just about taking off here. So, but again, we'll see you tomorrow. K6MYC, WB6WNI.
Okay, very good. Let me just see if 285 is in there. Jim, go ahead and make a transmission. WB6JNN. Go ahead.
Yeah, K6MYC, WB6JNN. In San Jose, and yeah, you're S8, S9, a little bit fluttery, so I don't know how you're going to copy me, but anyway, you're doing okay. WB6JNN.
Yeah, no, I got good copy on you. I'm not hearing much flutter, if anything. So you're perfectly Q5 here, Jim. Good evening, and I wonder if you got a chance to do any flying today. I know you've been taking walks and doing other things, but it's getting close to a cooler day for you, and maybe a little bit less wind here. So I don't know whether you got any flying in or not, but give us an update on that, and then we'll see who else is in the Bay Area there. WB6JNN for your final, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Well, yeah, I did. I went over to the local park here and did a few flights until I had another problem with the plane, so I had to come home, and I never made it back. And it was getting warm by then anyway, and the wind was coming up. But yeah, I was using the rubber band powered plane, and I put a new rubber band in there and got it all set up, but it was unbalanced because the new rubber band is a little bit different weight distribution apparently than the original one. So it needed a little bit of adjustment to keep it from nosediving under power. Anyway, so that was it. WB6JNN.
Well, nosediving under power is kind of dangerous. If it was going the other way, it's one thing. Upward, but downward, you tend to have these hard landings, over.
Yeah, it did make the horizontal stabilizer a little wonky, but I was able to straighten it out, and I'll do a little bit of repair on that, too.
Okay. Very good. What do you got? Lead in those rubber bands?
What in those rubber bands?
I say, what do you have that makes the rubber band so different? Is there lead in the new ones? Lead, L-E-A-D, lead?
Well, it's a very light lighter. And so the rubber band is probably 30% of the weight. Well, maybe only 20%, but anyway. So I do have another rubber band around the front part of the wide rubber band to keep it together so it stays on the hook. And I didn't do it in the back, so there was a weight distribution difference between the back and the front. And sometimes that makes enough difference to make things a little nose heavy, and I didn't have anything out there with me to change the weight distribution when I came home, but then I decided not to go back out.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I worked for a little while outside. I was cutting some wood. Boy, I took the legs out of me after a while. It was about 100, pushed just a hair under 100, and it's kind of musty, so I was sweating a lot. I cut wood and stacked wood and stacked wood, and I came in the house and sat down, and I was asleep for an hour and about 30 seconds, I think. Anyway, good evening to you, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night on 432. Good, solid, stable signal here tonight on 2 meters. Nothing at all like last night on 1296. It was terrible. All right. Who else do we have in the Bay Area? K6MYC 2-meter Bozo Net.
November 5, November Papa Delta 1129.
Okay, stand by, Brett. Let me pick up the other Bay Area station, AB6SR. AB6SR number 807. K6MYC. Go ahead, Stan.
Yeah, okay, Mike. You're a good signal tonight. It was, I think, 93 here, just over 93 yesterday. Tiny bit cooler today, but still a bit on the warm side. And on Monday, on 6, you gave us all a rather polite rap over the knuckles here in the Bay Area. I could hear you, but you were quite weak, so I didn't call in. I did hear Frank. He was much stronger than you on 6 meters on Monday evening. VBS, I called him just after 9, but he didn't come back. So I know I'm pretty weak signal on 6 meters, but I didn't hear anyone here either. But you were about the weakest I've heard you on 6 in the last few weeks. So maybe that had something to do with it, or maybe it was just my antenna and the way I'm doing things here. But yeah, I laughed a little. So that was it. Nothing else here. I did a bit in the garden for about an hour and a half this morning, and I came in because it was a bit on the warm side for me. I know you're better at the temperatures than I am. Anything over 76, and I try to get indoors. Anyway, back to you. That's my final. K6MYC AB6SR in Los Gatos. Good evening to Judy there.
Yeah. Okay.
She says good evening.
She said good evening back. That's 807. Did you get him?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Fine on everything, Stan. And you're a pansy, you know. We don't even keep the house at 76. The only time it's 76 is when it gets below zero outside in the overnight time. Sometimes we go down into the low 60s at night. But, of course, it takes a long time for the house to get down to that level. In fact, the air conditioning ran almost all night last night at 77, so you can get an idea. We just keep our house at 77 if we can get it down that far. Most of the time it's hard to go much below 80. Okay, won't keep you. Thanks much. Good to hear you. And okay on the 6-meter report. I don't know, it might have been not pointed right. I can't remember what was going on Monday. I may have been thinking I was in one direction and I really wasn't. Anyway, thanks, Stan, and we'll see you perhaps tomorrow on 432. Let me pick up Brett, 1129. Go ahead again, Brett, N5NPD, K6MYC.
Well, good evening, Mike and Judy. Yeah, N5MPD 1129, and yeah, you know, 6 meters. What was it? Monday night was had a really quiet, very low noise floor. So usually I hear a lot of people talking, and you had to really be pointed directly at me for me to hear you there on that one. Same as tonight, noise floor is about 1. So it's kind of interesting because usually it's a little bit more noisier over here for me. Over.
Really? Are you surrounded by houses?
Yeah, on the north, west, and south side. On the east side of me is cornfield. Over.
Okay. The east side, the only problem you have is mosquitoes, huh?
Oh, yeah. The sun's down enough, so they're gone. But they were out earlier, about 30 minutes ago, 45 minutes ago. Yeah, they were swarming me big time. Over.
Okay. Well, they didn't carry you off, so you're still here for the net. That's the main thing. We used to joke about that in Michigan. The mosquitoes are pretty big, and they come in at this hour of the night, and they're always we're always worried about them carrying off babies. They're big enough. 6 mosquitoes can carry off a good-sized baby. Over.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, some of these guys are huge, and they land on you, and you don't even know it. So yeah, six could haul off a small child or a dog or so on and so forth.
All right. See you later. Maybe we'll catch you tomorrow night on 432. I know you'll be there. Thank you, Brett. Good to hear you. N5 NPD, K6MYC, back into the Bay Area for any other check-ins on the 2-meter Bozo Net. Over. Okay, KB6BA. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. K6KLY. KT2, what the hell's Mark Skull? Kilo Tango 2? Okay, no, that's not right. KT2 Tango or something? I don't hear Mark in there either. Anybody else in the Bay Area before we go to Oakley, K6MYC?
How about Tango Golf?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's K. What the hell is this called? N2? No, K2. KT2G. No, it's KT2G.
Right, golf. KT2G.
KT2G. He's not in here, though, tonight. Okay. You're back in the shack?
Yes.
I hauled the inverter came, of course, in UPS yesterday, and I hauled it up and dropped it off in front of the building there at the water tanks. So that's ready to start activity on whenever you get down here. How did you do today?
Well, I did okay. My shipments arrived, and so I got the plugs, all the new connectors I need for doing both your and my solar. That came in, and I see one of the things I had going on here with me moving the solar arrays up on the hill and you know, I've been clearing that hill. I got the first half of it cleared off. The second half, a bunch of stuff is down, but I can't drag it out of there because I had two 200 plus foot long 1 5/8 hard lines that I hauled up from your place. And these things were never rolled up or anything. I kind of just coiled them, walked in big circles and coiled them, you know, length of my trailer. I just coiled them in like 4 or 5 big coils, each one of them, and then uncoiled them here. And they've just been laying against the bank from one end of the property to the other darn near, it seems like. And always in the way. And to do the rest of my clearing, I needed to get them out of the way. And I hemmed and hawed, and I finally said, it's just time to go up the hill with them because I got to move them again, and I'm tired of moving them and not getting anywhere, so I'm just going to do that. So I actually have both those runs go through the overhead, the tower section, the Roan 25 that lays across on the poles across the road here. It's from right here at the shack, goes up across the road and straight up the hill. And it comes out, it's about elevation-wise 3/4 of the way up my property, and it's a little over halfway up that back fence line. So it's not to the top yet, but there's a good spot up there. So I got those two hard lines are run up to there to move some of my Bozo antennas up. And what do I smell burning? So anyways, I was doing all that, and that gave me room. Now I can start, those are out of the way completely now, so I can start dragging the rest of the trees and brush off that hill and start building the racking and stuff up there. And in amongst everything else, I've been collecting all that stuff together. So that's just kind of what I've been up to, and busting my butt. And speaking of getting down there, so I know the inverters are, you told me that yesterday. If you're willing, I would like to just skip tomorrow. I got to stay home Friday anyways. I want to stay home tomorrow as well, spend the next 2 days and see if I can't finally knock this project out, and then on Saturday start in doing your stuff and be not distracted and just go straight through, work every day until it's done. Over.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay, then that's what we'll do on that note then.
Alrighty. Let me see who else, if there's anybody else in the Bay Area, and then we'll move on over to Oakley. QRZ Bay Area, last check, K6MYC Bozo Net. Check-ins, please.
Oh, comment.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, mention that the beacon's now running 24 hours a day if you haven't.
I haven't mentioned that. Frank does have the 2-meter and the 2-meter and the 432 beacon running 24/7 now. Those two bands are on continuously. 144, 270. Is it 275 on both bands? 432, 275, and 2 meters 144, 275. Right, Frank?
Roger, roger.
Okay, there you go. And 25 watts or so on each band. So, and they'll be even stronger in the near future as he's going to raise up the antennas a little higher yet. But anyway, I think he is anyway. But anyway, it's on 24/7 for anybody that needs it. And we're still waiting for a repaired 222 transverter to get done. And we can put 1296 on, but it takes another transceiver to run it. We got trying to minimize the number of transceivers that we have up there as IFs. But anyway, we have my 30-watt 1296 transverter up there, which will eventually have to be replaced with a transverter. And so anybody that has a lead on something in those areas, 222 we have, but it's in a state of disrepair. Ken's working on it. And 1296, we're still looking for a good transverter for 1296. So there you go on the beacon information. K6MYC, anybody else in the Bay Area for check-ins? Over. Okay, guess not.
K6SRR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I got a text from John. He's down at his DMO5, and he wanted me to give him a holler. So can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead, John. MR?
Right, K6MI.
Oh, that John. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Rob. K6MI.
I hear him.
Hey, John. Good to have you checking in. We got another DMO5 down there. Great to hear you. Over. Roger, that makes sense there. So anyway, we got you checked in there. Hey, thanks for giving me a text. Over.
Hey, thank you for turning down. PM05, Sugar Bravo, K6MI.
I hear you. You're Q4, but would be Q5 except for the solar noise, John. Good signal even off the back of the beam. 7-3.
Hey, John, did you copy Mike? Over. Yeah, I'm pointing at you. He was copying off the back of his beam and then giving you a call.
K6MI, K6MYC. There's about 1,500 watts for you, over.
Yeah, Mike. DM05, 711.
Hey, Mike, he's hearing you very weak. He's down at his hilltops. You got to turn down there, I guess.
No,
anyway, he hears you, KM6SRR.
Yeah, no, I heard him. I was just reaching for my noise blanker here, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm copying you, John, except for the big noise bursts. Okay, on your DMO5 Sugar Bravo.
Hello, John.
Hello, Frank. K6MI, DMO5.
Oh, no, you got the wrong name. WA60IB here.
Oh, Ken, you're strong. Sorry, Ken. K6MI, DMO5, Sugar Bravo, and looking up the valley.
Well, I'm in the valley, so you got me. Okay, just wanted to say hi. I'm back, Mike, WA60IB.
Okay, we're coming your way, Dennis. Just about 2 minutes. Stand by. Tell Dennis to stand by. He doesn't hear me off the back. Okay, I'm going to Oakley. Here we go. Okay, Oakley, N6 Radio Oscar. N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC, over.
WB6 ISO.
Kilo Echo 6, Quebec Romeo.
This is N6 RO.
835. Nothing important here. We don't want to keep Dennis waiting. He's evidently got something emergent. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, we've got you. And we'll also get Gary. And I hear you, Dennis. Stand by a second, Dennis. KE6QR. Go ahead again, Dennis. Dennis. Go ahead again and give us your Bozo number for Judy. KE6QR, K6MYC. Go ahead, Gary.
Hello, Mike. Bozo 177. Bozo 177. You got a great signal coming into Vallejo tonight, about 5859. It's 86QR, Charlie Mike 88.
Yeah, I got the noise blanker on now. Give me the number one more time, over.
Bozo 177. Bozo 177.
She got it that time through the speaker. Thank you for that, Gary. Sorry to make you do that again, but I wanted her to hear it. But it was so, my noise is coming and going at moments, as minutes or a few 10, 15 seconds at a time. There's no noise, so I turn off the damn blanker, and then all of a sudden it comes back on again. Anyway, anything to report there, Gary, before we pick up the others? Go ahead.
We've got some noise off and on again also, but you're coming through quite well. 92 yesterday and I think about 81 today, so it'll cool down. Anyway, have a good net. Everyone sounding good. KE6QR, Charlie Mike 88.
I didn't get much of that, but by the way, 6 meters was open. KW6S in Santa Cruz worked Echo 51, Echo Mike Echo on FT8 on 6 meters. Echo 51, Echo Mike Echo was on 6 meters today. Quite a good signal. He could have worked him on phone. Over.
Oh, Roger. Well, I'll have to listen down there again. Okay, thank you.
You betcha. They're on a de-expedition, and it's mostly for EME and FT8. That's all they're doing on 6 meters only. ZL2 radio sugar.
Okay. Well, I mostly CW and SSB on 6 when I'm on here. And FM once in a while. Okay, thank you. Have a great net.
Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, I heard you, Ken. Let's get you in there again for Judy. N6 Radio Oscar 835, K6MYC. Go ahead, Ken.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835, high temperature 96, and dinner was, let's see, what was dinner? Barramundi from the South Pacific. And major achievement of the day was going to the grocery store. Real busy day. We got a little CW Sprint going at one of the other positions here. He's got 70 contacts in the first 20 minutes. High-speed guy. Xenon 432 and 6RO.
Yeah, who got the contacts? 70 in a minute?
That's WU6P, who's remoting in from Cupertino to my flex station.
Now, what band is he working?
4020A.
Oh, okay, boy. And what was the contest he was in?
It's the CWT. It's a CW Ops Sprint. They have 4 of them on every Wednesday.
I see. Okay. Sounded like he was really ripping. Man, oh man, that's fast. Okay. Good. And we'll, of course, see you tomorrow night on 432. Ken, enjoy your South Pacific fish platter there, over.
I headed early tonight. By the way, I was hearing some of the Bay Area stations when I pointed that way, which is unusual because they're normally pointed down your way. But I heard WNI, and of course I hear Ed, no matter where he's pointed or where I'm pointed. Anyway, give it over to Dennis, N6RO here.
Okay. And the only other one that was in there was Jim, WB6JNN, but he's pointed over my way. You might not have heard him. But fine on hearing Gary. He'll be excited to hear that. All right. See you tomorrow night, Ken. And let me see. Is there anybody in Clear Lake on here? K6MYC. Okay, Dennis, if you're hearing me, I'm going to come up your way now. Coming your way, Dennis. Let's see here. WB6ISO, K6MYC, over.
Sorrow, I didn't hear him begin with that. We tried to
double with him. If that was you there, Ken, I just did not hear you at the present time. But anyway, yeah, Mike just got a couple check-ins from the Clear Lake area when you're ready.
Okay, just give us Bozo numbers. We know who it is, so go ahead.
Yeah, 160-160-336. And this is WB6 ISO, Bozo 86.
Yeah, we got you checked in already from earlier. I heard you when I was pointed the other direction, Dennis, over.
Yeah, okay, I just didn't hear you at the time. I think that was Ken, I believe, was in 6RO. Yeah, I didn't mean to double with him. I didn't hear him at the present time. So anyway, I will get out of the way and let's get the other check-in, WB6 ISO.
Okay, thanks, Dennis.
And what was the other one?
336.
336.
That's in 1 PPP.
And good evening, Judy.
Yeah, good evening, she says.
Yes, how's your eyes doing? Are they doing better for you now, over?
Absolutely wonderful. I'm enjoying the clearer colors.
Super duper. Are you still taking the eye drops?
Oh, yeah, for another 2 weeks.
Oh, another 2 weeks yet? Oh, okay. All right, well, they want to make sure you get them eyeballs nice and clean and clear and ready to go. Okay, Judy, very good. Well, you have a very fine evening. Thank you much. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks, Dennis. Now, let's see. KJ6KFB, how about you, Darren? Well, we haven't heard much from Darren. Maybe Darren's off on a trip somewhere. KJ6KFB. KJ6KFE, South Sacramento. Okay, 6MYC. Darren? Okay, nothing heard from Darren. K6JDU. We haven't heard from you for a while. I wonder if you're going to check in again. K6JDU up there. K6MYC. I think that's Nelson. Nothing heard from Nelson. KO6KD. Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Delta. Are you feeling any better, Bill? KO6KD, K6MYC. Okay, no Bill again tonight. That's too bad. Okay, let me see. We should get to you, John, KR6MR, KR6MR. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Mike, K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759, doing just fine tonight, over.
Yeah, missed that. Flutter messed it up. Go ahead again on the tonight.
So everything's okay. The local ham club, a reflector, they have an estate sale for a ham that passed. There was also a Bozo number 646. Call sign was Kilo Echo 6 Tango Echo. Name was George Reberg. George Reberg. Over.
Yeah, I knew KE6TE, or I knew of him. I'd worked him before. That's too bad. And no, not. He just said he had passed away. They're having an estate sale.
649.
Huh? No. That was his Bozo number.
649.
Yeah, but he's passed away.
I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What was the Bozo number of KE6TE again?
646.
646. Okay, thanks for that. And any word from Bill down there, KO6KD?
No, not today. I have a question. A Gemini 23 amplifier, what new condition, what would be a good offer for what?
Yeah, you're taking in and out fading, and I'm missing about every other word here. Let me see if I can find a better spot for you. Something about an amplifier. Are you trying to sell it or trying to buy one?
I might be buying one. A Gemini 23, 1.2 gigahertz, 250 watts. Over.
Okay, what's the brand name? Who's the manufacturer?
Gemini. They're out of England, Scotland area. GEMINI.
Yeah, I think it's an okay amplifier. I know KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, KB6WFC has one from Gemini. So you might want to email him That's Mike over in Daly City, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, and see what he thinks about his. Over.
Yeah, okay, I can do that. I'm just debating on whether I want to put in an offer on this amplifier.
Yeah, well, anyway, give Mike an email and see what he thinks. I think he's got the lower power one. I don't think he's 200 watts. I think he's somewhere around 125, but I could be wrong. Over.
756. There's Darren. You'll get Darren.
Yeah, good evening, Darren. 756. Darren, go ahead.
Kilo Juliet 6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo. Good evening, Mike.
Yeah.
Bill's trying to move radios around, so I think he got too tired just trying to get everything moved around on the desk and everything unplugged tonight.
Well, what's he doing? Rearranging the shack? Has he got his 7700 back?
Oh, yeah, he's got it there. He's, like I said, he's working to try to get everything put back into place. So that could be why he's unavailable at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that he's gotten his head back into it and getting motivated again. That's good. Take his mind off some other problems here. Thank you for the update, Darren. KJ6KFB, you're nice and loud tonight. K6MYC.
That's all I had. Carry on, Mike. Have a good day. Hopefully you'll catch a few more. You're actually running early for a change. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I missed that last comment. I'm sorry you changed subject on me and I couldn't follow it. Go ahead.
I said you're early.
Oh, I'm early getting here tonight?
Yeah. I haven't seen you this early in a while. So carry on. You'll probably catch a few more check-ins that way.
Yeah, possibly. We were very slow last night on 1296 because everybody was very weak. But anyway, no, I guess I'm a little early, but not terribly early here. It's moving along pretty well tonight. We just didn't get very many people in the Bay Area. Thank you, Darren. Thanks very much for the update on Bill there. KJ6KFB, K6MYC. Anybody else in the Sacramento area, please? Over.
W6GY, Whiskey Baker 6, Golf, Yankee, Bozo 884, Bozo 884.
Okay, very good, Phil. WB6GGY. Good evening. I'll move the antenna back, and there was another one in there with you. Stand by just a second, Phil. Let me see who the other station was. Who was the other one that called in? Go ahead.
Whiskey 6, Foxtrot, Radio Delta, Fernando and Sherlock, Bozo number 650. I thought I'd check in after quite a bit of absence.
You went so fast I didn't get that. And there was somebody else on there underneath you as well, so I missed it. W6 Foxtrot something, and go slower, please. Over.
Sorry, Mike. I apologize. Whiskey 6, Foxtrot, Radio Delta, Fernando and Sherlock, and the Bozo 650. I thought I want to check in after quite a bit of absence. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, Fernando, you went so fast I didn't. You said something else about checking in, and I didn't get it. But take your time. You're not going to be in the way of anybody. It takes more time to make you repeat than it does if you just speak slowly for me. There is interference. There are other people talking, so you have to assume that I'm not hearing you perfectly when you come in like that. W6, what was it called?
650, W6FRD.
FRD, Foxtrot Romeo Delta. Where are you located, Fernando? Over.
Okay, Mike, I'll go slow. I'll try. Interlock, the name here is Fernando, and the Bozo number is 650. Anyway, you're coming in quite nicely here to my QTH, so I don't have anything further to say. Sorry, Mike, I don't mean to talk fast. Being a painting contractor, sometimes it gets the best of me. W6FRD.
Okay, I got everything except what'd you say about a contractor?
I'm a painting contractor, so in our culture, you have to speak quick and fast. Too many things. Anyway, Mike, thank you.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, that's okay if the conditions are fine and the phone line is clear, but not under these conditions, Fernando. I got it now, and thank you for coming in. We haven't heard you for a long, long time. So very good to have you come in. Are you going to be able to join us more often? And then I'll remember more about your location and name and so on from Turlock there. Go ahead.
KM6SR, we have 2 numbers for him, over.
Checking in every Wednesday, so thank you again, Mike. I sure enjoy you. You're quite the faithful trooper running this net. Okay, back to you.
Yeah, you got covered up, Fernando. We have 2 numbers for you. Listen up. Rob, he's up north in Turlock there. Give him information. Over, Rob.
Okay, Fernando, W6FRD, we have you down as number 489 and number 650. Which one would you like us to leave for you, over?
The roster says 650, so I'll stick with the 650. Go ahead. Hey, what's your call sign?
I'm sorry, this is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. My name is Rob, and I'm up here just a few miles from Mike here, over.
Roger, nice to meet you. I'll look you up in the KRZ page. Sorry to disrupt the net. Mike does a good job of orderly. I have nothing further to say. I'll be listening. W6FRD.
Okay, Fernando, we'll leave you with 650 for W6FRD. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, very good, Fernando. And if you would, on your final, give me your working conditions there, what your power and what your antenna is, and if you're rotatable, where are you pointed? W6FRD, Turlock, kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, down here in north of Fresno in Delta Mike 07. Go ahead.
Roger, Roger. I'm running about 280 watts, and my antenna is basically pointing east. I'm too lazy to point it south, and it's a vertical horizontal beam, and I think it's on a 12-foot boom. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
What rig are you using?
Say again?
What is the name of your transceiver that you're using? I think you're running too much audio gain, and it makes your audio mush. And so when I get multipath on you, all I hear is mush. That's why I'm having trouble copying. When you speak fast, all the words run together. So I'm just trying to figure out what radio you have and maybe suggest turning the mic gain down or the compression down just a bit. Over.
Roger, Roger. I'm running a Yaesu FT991A, and I probably need to do audio check. So I totally understand, Mike. Thanks for bringing that up.
Okay, well, if you touched anything that time, you were clearer. I got every word that time, so whatever you did. I had a 991 that can sound very, very good, but you can overdrive them a little bit in the audio department. So if you turned it back a little bit, that was good. You could probably go back a tad more, but it cleaned up the audio dramatically. Over.
Roger, Roger. Well, I'll keep working on it. It's a work in progress. Thank you for bringing that up. W6FRD.
Okay, and see, even when you speak quickly, I got every word that time. Thank you, Fernando. And again, thanks very, very much for calling in and checking into the Bozo Net here. We're also on Sunday night at the same time. We start at 7:30, but we get your direction about 8 o'clock or thereabouts, whatever time it is now. We're a little bit late getting there. Thanks much. Take care. W6FRD, K6MYC. Now, we had a couple of others. Who were they?
AE6ILX.
AE6ILX. Good evening, Jeff. And how are you doing? We got a bunch of new and interesting information on the mining things. I had another chat with Calaveras County today, and boy, that whole mess of mining claims and stuff is very, very confusing. If possible, if you could get me by email or some other way your partner's phone number or a number that he recommends, so we could call a mining claim lawyer, I wouldn't mind giving him an hour's worth of questions, and maybe we could sort out some of this stuff. So it's just a mess of stuff. California has written code that doesn't seem to have any bearing on the BLM requirements, and the assessor's office doesn't go by anything. They completely ignore the California code. It's just unbelievable. It's so screwed up, I can't believe it. KE6ILX, K6MYC, over.
Okay, Mike, yeah, I'll talk to you on the phone tomorrow sometime. I'll try to give you a call. And, yeah, just running the single loop on top of the truck. It's waiting gradually here to get it to top. So, that's about it. KE6ILX 96, the single loop on the truck.
Yeah, I was tuning on you, and I didn't get much of that, Jeff. But can you give me just a quick repeat? Did you get my request for the phone number?
Yeah, I will try to give you a call. And like I said, I'm just running a single roof loop here in the truck here.
Yeah, the problem is when you run the loop versus the Aggie, I have to point two different directions for you. So you must bounce off something differently with the loop. I've got you pretty solid in there now, good strong signal, but where I was pointed before, you were in and out, up and down, and in the noise, so that's why I was struggling. Okay, yeah, give me a call at your convenience. You know what you have to do on the phone numbers and what times and stuff. As soon as the net's over, I'm available for another hour or two. Thanks, Jeff, but it's just it's a crack up to go through this stuff, and I just thought you might give me some more insight on how it can get so tangled up. Assessor's office listens to the BLM, but they don't have any idea who the people are that own the claims, and they don't have any record of how to reach them or anything. Yet there's 5 people, actually six people that own percentages of this mining claim on this property, over.
Yeah, it's probably no big deal, actually. I'll talk to you on the phone about it maybe later this evening. See, KE6ILX.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Thanks for that. KE6ILX, K6MYC. Now, anybody else for the Bozo Net? How about you, George? AJ6 Queen Lima. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to Reading. Let me come back a little bit for Reading. Okay, Reading. I should be pretty close to Reading. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6SW, and KO6HS, K6MYC, calling and standing by. Okay, I hear you very weak, very weak, Rich. Very light. I just got the tones of your number 145 and your call. Let me see if Jerry's doing any better here. KO6HS 230, K6MYC. Go ahead, Jerry. Boy, oh boy, it's about the same. You're a little stronger than Rich, but not much, and I'm not getting much copy. I've got some solar panel noise or solar inverter noise that's giving me trouble here again tonight. It's not serious, but signals are also very weak. Anyway, thank you very much for checking in and being there, guys. I appreciate it. It's a shame that we're not having better conditions between you and I. Back to you, Jerry, and then you can shoot it to Rich, and we'll let you guys go. KO6HS, KO6 Hotel Sugar, K6MYC, over.
Roger. We'll climb and back up the hill right now, and we got a good signal, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of decent RF to you. We'll say 73 and turn it over to Rich and see if he can catch this peak also, KO6HS.
Great signal. Go ahead, Rich.
Okay, yeah. Why can't you be this good all the time? Anyway, yeah, the KD6SW. Nice warm day today, and
and I hope it's coming to a close here pretty soon. 73, Mike, KD6 shortwave.
Okay, and what a pleasure to end on a high note. Both you and Jerry perfectly Q5 on that. All looks like it's going down here near the end. Thank you so much for being there. I did not hear you on Monday. I did listen for CW, but I never heard any CW. So 6 meters was very poor. Conditions on 6 meters on Monday was very poor. By the way, you might keep an ear out. FT8, if you do it, Echo 51, Echo Mike Echo. Echo 51, Echo Mike Echo, and the South Cook Islands is on 6 meters. And he's operating FT8 and EME. You might look it up under ZL2 Radio Sugar. I think it's ZL2 or ZL1RS. I can't remember whether it's ZL1 or ZL2 Radio Sugar on the D-Expedition. Just EME. The call sign E51, Echo Mike Echo. Over, Rich?
Okay, I'll give it a listen there to see if I can pick him up there. 6 meters has been surprisingly pretty good from time to time. So we'll see what happens there. 86 stopping wet.
Okay, very good. And by the way, his signals were strong enough on FT8 that Tom, KW6S in Santa Cruz, said he could have worked him on sideband. So he had good signals on FT8. Running a pair of 3-element Yagis on FT8 and probably a couple 100 watts or something, I don't know. Anyway, good luck with that. Same for you, Jerry. 73's guys. KO6HS, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC. Bye-bye for now. Okay, anybody else in the Sacramento Valley, San Joaquin Valley, up and down the valley here? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to Nevada. Okay, Nevada. KD6BQ, I hope you're there today. I can't remember whether you said you wouldn't be there one of these nights, but let's see what happens. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Got your 249, solid copy, good signal. Go ahead, Richard.
Yeah, you're good and loud here tonight, too. You're S9+, good solid signal. By the way, earlier in the net, I was hearing bits and pieces of N6KTH there in Santa Barbara. If it had been a little better, I'd have tried to break in and with some CW, but I was hearing not enough of him to have a conversation, but pieces of it. I was pretty surprised, actually. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. Yeah, he's in Charlie Mike, 94 or something down there? Really a good grid square, and he's going to be active in the contest from that location. He's up on the hill. He's mobile, but he's running about 100 watts, maybe a bit more. And he's up on a hill above Santa Barbara, so he's got a pretty good shot. And obviously he's working a long ways. That's a huge path, Richard, so really outstanding to have you hurry him over.
Yeah, I sent him an email letting him know I was hearing pieces of him, and hopefully if he's up there again, yeah, according to QRZ, he's 337 miles from me, so that is a pretty good path. Obviously, I'm here tonight, but I'll be gone tomorrow night, over.
Yeah, you'll be gone. You're off somewhere else tomorrow night. You will not be here, you said?
That is correct. Roger, roger. I'll be gone doing a sleep study, over.
Okay, when are you coming back?
Oh, we'll be back Friday morning, so I'll be back on the net Sunday night for 2 meters.
Oh, QSL. Okay, very good. 70 trees, and then when I work KTH again, which will probably be on Sunday night, he checks in regularly. He drives up there regularly. He's quite an enthusiast. N6KTH, and quite a good signal. His name is Ken, Kilo Echo November. So yeah, look him up. You might even drop him an email, because I would think he'd be wetting his pants. He'd be so excited that he was being heard in DMO 9. Over.
Yeah, Ken's in DMO 4.
Telling him I was hearing bits and pieces of his signal while he was talking to you on the Bozo Net. So we'll see if he responds. But I think we might have been able to make it on CW if he does CW. Over.
Yeah, well, that's a thing that you could write to him about. Be sure and have CW in the contest. His grid is Delta Mike 04, so you're going from Delta Mike 04 to Delta Mike 09. That's a big one.
Yeah, it's a pretty good distance. That would be my best distance ever. The only one, the next closest one I made was working the guys down in Atascadero one time, and they're pretty weak, but every once in a while the propagation's good. They make it up here. Over.
Yeah, outstanding. Outstanding. That's really good news. Thanks for that nice piece, Richard. Let's see if Larry's in here tonight. Larry, how about it? M7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, over. Okay, no Larry tonight, or at least I'm in the noise for him. Let's try Daniel. I think Daniel's back together there. KE7UQL. Go ahead, Daniel.
Here is 272 KE7UQL. Big howdy there, Mike.
Yeah, very good, Daniel. Go ahead and make a transmission. Sorry you only made one contact up on the hill there, but at least you made it, so that was good. Thank you.
Yes, the on contact gave that person his Workdoll States Award, and I understand he's very happy about that.
Yeah, that's very good. I guess he doesn't, your contact did not count for a POTA, is that right?
I did not have enough for an activation, but I now have statistics on my profile page. Over.
Okay, very good, very good. So it looks like maybe the next time you go up there, there'll be more people that would be anxious to work you. Was that still DMO 9 up there?
Yes, Roger. Yeah, I'm just going to have to learn how to do this. I know during the time of day, I was there from 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. I should have got off 40 meters and went to the higher bands. Over.
Well, those are higher band, but it's also time. You can work a lot of people within about a 500-mile range on 40 meters also. What time did you work the station here near Fresno?
9:05.
Oh, right as soon as you got on the air then. Over.
Oh, yeah, I barely got the thing up and running, and there he was.
Bam, that's good. Good deal. I'm surprised you didn't work somebody else. While you were doing that, I also worked Aaron. Aaron K6 USY was over in Nevada, and he went to Red Rock National Park in Nevada, and he was also on, but he only made one contact. Over. I worked him with 10 watts and a real pukey little vertical whip. Over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, that Red Rock, that's all the way down there in Clark County, way down by Las Vegas. Over.
Yeah, that's where he was. He was in Vegas.
Okay, well, I'm going to learn how to do this a little better. I'll give it another try. We won't give up on just one try. Over. Yeah,
right. Well, maybe the next time you can take a fan dipole, a 40-meter dipole, and make it into a fan so it's got elements for 20 and maybe 15 on it. And it'll probably, well, 15 you probably don't need. You can make with a tuner, you can make 20-meter part work, but you probably put 10 meters in there. 10, 20, and 40, and that would be a good combination. Over.
Oh, Roger, yes, we'll do. And I have to learn how to watch the page on who's out there and what mode they're running. Over.
Yeah, you got to get the word out. That's for sure. I'm not going to find you just stumbling across you on the band. Over.
Roger, we'll learn. We'll do it right next time.
I'm sure you will, but thank you for your effort. And at least you gave him Nevada, so I guess that completed his WAS anyway. Over.
Roger, yeah. It showed up on his profile page as a recent contact, so I'm in there. He got it, and the award was posted on his page as well. Over.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, very good, Daniel. Well, thank you for your effort on that. It paid off at least a little bit, and you a good learning experience as well. If we can help you with other antenna ideas that are quick and dirty, let me know. I've got some other things that I could send you that might get you up quickly on the HF, the upper bands. I have a vertical here that is a mobile vertical, but it could be tuned to several frequencies. Over.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Over.
Okay, very good. All right, let's take one more try for Richard and or K7SUN. Either one will be open to working, and anybody else up there in Nevada. K7 Whiskey Tango or anybody else, K6MYC. Okay, nothing from Larry. Richard, if you run into Larry, you can tell him that Echo 51 Echo Mike Echo was on.
KD6BQ and Delta Mike 09er.
KD6BQ, when you talk to Larry, tell him that Echo 51 Echo Mike Echo is on a de-expedition. He may be well aware of this, but he worked into Santa Cruz today on FT8 with good signals. Over.
So is that on 6 meters?
Yeah, 6 meters. It's just strictly a 6-meter de-expedition only in the Cook Islands. E51 Echo Mike Echo, and it should be under the call. I think it's ZL1 Radio Sugar. He may have details on his website about it. Over.
Roger, Roger. I'll definitely pass that on to Larry. That would thrill him, and he does have his 6-meter FT8 station up and running.
Yeah, and he may not have Echo 51. I don't know. It's not terribly rare from the West Coast, but you never know. Anyway, 73, Richard, thank you, and 73 to you, Daniel. And we'll see you tomorrow night on 432, Daniel. K6MYC will be clear. Good night, guys.
K7 UQS 73.
73, Daniel. Did. Okay. You want to try Porterville, Rob?
Okay, heading that way.
I'll stop in the Bay Area and look for late checks and missed one more time, and then we'll come down to Porterville.
Roger. The first time you were there, I missed the person you talked to after WB6JNN, Jim, 285.
That was Gary, WB6WNI. 1090, 1090.
Oh, Gary was in front of Jim. After Jim, I missed it. Before Brett.
Oh.
I was trying to listen to 10-meter net and you, and I got kind of messed up. Over.
I don't think we had anybody. WNI, JNN, and N5NPD was the order.
Okay, well, maybe you're talking back with one of the other guys, Gary, then. So, okay, thanks.
Yeah, we went back to Gary one more time after that. Okay, Bay Area 2-meter Bozo Net. Late checks or missed? Anybody in the Bay Area for 2-meter Bozo Net? K6MYC calling and listening. Okay, nothing heard. Porterville, go ahead.
I was listening over at the Bay Area. I'm getting down there now.
URZ Bozo Net looking south, KE6BK, K6MYC, KE6BK, Eddie, K6MYC. I'm hearing nothing. Try it out, Rob.
6SR with K6MYC, 2-meter Bozo Net. Eddie, you on tonight? Over. How about KB6RQU? Did you get back on, Rick? Over. You got to call Rick by his call center. He won't get on. Over.
KB6RQU, old Bozo 61. Where are you?
Well, 7-Eleven is still here.
Okay, well, you're booming in, of course, from there. You at your location there in DMO5, aren't you?
Right, DMO5. When you had your beam pointed north, boy, I could barely even tell you were there.
It's funny, because I could hear you, except for my bursting noise, you were Q5.
Well, when Bill was on, he was just pounding in. And when you had the beam down towards Bill, of course, you were real strong, too. And I checked in with the LA guys. They were strong.
Yeah, I heard them, but they never stood by and looked for us. So I tried to give them a Bozo number, but they never came back to me. They probably were busy doing their thing. All right, we're done. 7-3, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow night for those of you who can get on 432. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bozo 47, Delta Mike 07.
We will be here tomorrow night.
Good night, Mike, and everybody else. W6BBS 72.
Okay, good night, Frank. Say it again, Ken. John.
We will be on tomorrow night, 432 from here.
Yeah, very good. Well, we won't have any trouble hearing you. You'll be taking me right off my seat, I'm sure.
Very good.
John's at a location where he hears everybody from every which way. So, hey, quick bragging there, John. KM6SRR.
Yeah, hey, John, did you catch the information on the Echo 51? You may already have that one on 6, over.
Yeah, I think I have it on 6. I don't have my moon bounce stuff going yet. I've got to talk to Frank about that. But, so not at home right now. Well, I do have the 6-meter beam. I have to do some work on the radio tomorrow. K6MI.
Okay, Dane, good evening from Shaver Lake there. Didn't mean to leave you out, but popped in in the middle of the conversations there. Go ahead, Dane, how are you? And you're coming down to the ragged end, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. Just got back from dinner, had some friends come up, and we were out boating. So, grabbed dinner, and then I strolled back in and thought, gee, I wonder if anyone's still up. Yeah, we leave tomorrow, and so hopefully with any of that stuff, I'll see you on 432 tomorrow night.
Yeah, okay, I'm rotating toward you. Let me see, that was 70, 80, I'm sorry, 80, there's
45.
7. What is it?
That's 45.
Oh, I went past it. I must have put the wrong number in. Let me go back.
Yeah, you put the wrong number in. You were actually up at 20 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go.
Should be somewhere right around in here, Dane. How's that?
Looks like, let me get up there. Yeah, 20 over. So, yeah, I saw you come up, and then you said, well, I'm rotating towards you, and you dropped way off from the 20 over. But now you're back to where you should be.
Yeah, well, I'm about 85 or 90. I don't know exactly what the heading is for Shaver, but it's east or a little north of east, I think, for me.
Yeah, it should, I've got to visualize a map now. It should be north of north of east from you.
Yeah, that's where I'm at, 85 degrees or so. It's close enough. We can hear you. I could hear you the other way, but this is better. It gets rid of my solar noise. Bob, can you hear Dane up there?
Roger, yeah, I turned over that way. He came up a lot louder. How you doing, Dane? WB6JNP, KM6SRR.
Hey, real good, Frank. KM6SRR, WB6JNP, and K6MYC. Yeah, everything's going good up here. We'll be headed back down tomorrow, so I should be up and operational at home by net time.
Oh, very good. Okay, then we'll see you on 432 tomorrow night, Dane. Thanks much for checking in. Did you have a nice meal?
Actually, we did. A couple of our neighbors called yesterday, I think it was, and they said, gee, where are you at? And we go, well, we're at Shaver. And they go, oh, we were going to take a drive up there. So it worked out just fine.
Oh, wonderful. All right. I'll let you go. We're going to get out of this hot shack. We're in front of the air conditioning, but still a little tiresome out here. Been a long day. It was about 100 here today, plus or minus a degree or two. 73 Dane, good evening. Have a safe trip back tomorrow. WB6JNP with KM6SRR to take it, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, Dane, this is Rob, Romeo Oscar Bravo, KM6SRR. Anyway, good to hear you on there. And Mike, what count did you get? Over.
She's going to count. Stand by. Frank, 73, if you're still here.
Yeah, I'm here. I was just waiting for you guys to finish up, and then I was going to shut the stream down.
Okay, we'll be done in 1 minute or less.
Yeah, that's fine. Still got 5 people connected and listening, so you must be interesting, or at least Rob is.
Okay, 73's all. We'll catch you on 432 tomorrow. WB6JNP Shaver.
Okay.
73 Dane, see you tomorrow, KM6SRR.
34.
Yep, exactly what I got there. Thanks, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR, 73, and 73 Frank, W6BBS.
Okay, and don't forget, I still have this sideboard down here that I'd like to have you look at. I got to do something with it. I want to get it off the cart. I need the cart for other things, so I got to do something, and I just don't want to move it twice. Or Rob, over.
Okay, I'm going to be working until probably a little after noontime on Friday, and then I'm totally retired there. So is that okay?
Yeah, if you want to blow your retirement day on looking at a piece of old antique furniture, sure. Yeah, no, that's fine. Anytime you can get by, I don't want to. It don't go out of your way except for the little ride up this way. Over.
Yeah, that's when I'll be coming back home from work. So, yeah, I'm just working a half day on Friday. My boss taking me out to lunch, a nice steak dinner, and then I'll be free. Over.
Free at last, huh? And dragging that gold watch behind you, huh? All 68 ounces of it, huh?
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
Wow. You gonna have lunch with Daryl or somebody else?
The general manager, George, he's been my boss for all these 37 years, over.
Okay. Very good. 7-3, have a good one. Enjoy tomorrow or Friday, and well, we'll see you tomorrow night before you do that. Good night, Rob, K6MYC. Good night, all. I think Ken left earlier.
Yes, good night to the 3 people that are still on the stream. I'm going to shut it down. Total of 34 views on there tonight. Good night, Rob. Good night, everybody. W6BBS going that way.
7-3.
7-3.